Hey guys, Galucia here, and after that quick detour from Borderlands, we are back on track here. Did a little bit of that DLC quest game. That was pretty fun. 2 episodes, so there's only going to be 5 episodes of Borderlands this week because I wanted to break up the monotony a little bit. But we only have 2 active quests so far, and the first one is the Godless Monsters, which is a bug that we have to kill, and then the other one is the actual story quest. So I figured I would bang out the non-story quest real quick, and then we can go ahead and do the story quest. This is an area that we've already been in, where we had to kill a whole bunch of bugs, so we're just heading back. That's right, yeah, just double-checking my own statement there. But yeah, we've been here before, and had to kill a bunch of bugs to find some kind of part. It was like a fuse or something. So we've already killed a bunch of stuff here, but now we gotta kill Slither, the boss bug. And I'm not gonna say anything about him because it's kind of funny. Oh god, no. There he is. He's incredibly tiny. He's tough. He takes a couple shots, but that's it. That was it. If you don't have like awesome stuffs as far as like your weapons go and things like that, then I guess that would be slightly more challenging. But yeah, he takes more shots obviously than a normal bug of his size, but still not that big of a deal. Should be the middle of nowhere board to turn that in. Yep. So we're just gonna turn that in real quick, and then we have to, then we'll be on track with story quests, and that should be it for the middle of nowhere board, at least for now. As far as I know, I think that's the last quest period for the middle of nowhere board. We'll find out here in a second. Hello, bandit in the middle of the road. So kind of an anticlimactic start to another week of Borderlands, but these things happen, I suppose. Probably could have done that last week, but it's actually not a bad weapon. I wouldn't use it, but it's not terrible. Alright, let's get rid of that crap. Alright, now we have to do, let's head over to New Haven. Come on, load. Load faster. Wow, why is it loading so slow today? For some, like, it's a little longer than normal. All right. Roger. Is this the guy that I have to find his porn? I think so. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, dumpster diving, which is not. This is a story quest. Find the one of them is a story quest and one of them isn't, as far as I know, anyway. So we'll start with Eric's valuables, quote unquote, which is porn. Oh, look, the thing is open. Huzzah! Ooh, it's a pretty nice revolver. I just prefer revolvers with the times whateverness. I find the spread more useful than anything else. Ah, come on. I can't make that jump? What's up, guys? Guess I'll go the long way. With your shoddy wall getting in my way. This is a quest that you should be able to accept way before you do. I don't know why, because I've tried to talk to this guy earlier in the game, and it never lets you do it. And I have no idea why, because then you're stuck fighting level 21 mutants, and I mean, I'm level 31, so it's like kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you, that I have to do this. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and find one of them and then just cut to being done with it, just because I've been through this area before, and I don't think you need to see me dumpster diving. But you can see If I can get the thing out of the way. That it's like a folded up. It's actually kind of hard to tell with that one, but some of them you can see more clearly than others what it is. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut it here because it's a lot of nothing, a lot of easy kills, and just stuff that gets in your way. And then we'll come back to the actual story quests that we have to do. Yeah, this is just like painfully easy. I'm like not even like they're shooting me and I'm just like whatever, dude. Ooh, a badass. Oh goodness, look out. Oh no, a bug. Okay, so I just turned in the quest there, and all you really get for it is like some experience and stuff. It's actually pretty weak. The entire thing is pretty weak. Honestly, I'm not even sure why I do it. No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's really unneeded, and I don't even know why I go for it. But get out of my way. So the next quest you get from him is that you have to go over here, go into this container, which turns out to be a little home, and also has a quest board on it, which is completely unneeded. But it gives you... There you go. Yeah, see? His little home, and then some more dudes show up, and they're all extremely low level. To this day, I don't understand, because you can't get this quest for like a while until you do a bunch of other stuff as far as story quests go. And it's, I don't know, like all these dudes are like so low level. But yeah, so this was the midget's little home. And that's technically a bounty board, although that's the only bounty you'll ever get from it. Alright, so now we gotta go to the New Haven bounty board and to Scooter, as we continue to wrap up some nonsense quests in preparation for more needed things. Fresh fish. Fresh fish. Fresh fish is an annoying quest. You have to go back to the area that what's it called? Damn it, what the hell is it called? Well, it's whatever. It's the area where there was a bunch of boats and stuff, and you have to use an explosive of some kind, a grenade or a launcher or whatever, in these certain spots, and it causes a bunch of fish to die and come up to the surface, and then you collect them. It's another one of those like pain in the butt gathering quests in a zone that you've already been to and you don't even feel like going to it or whatever. But we'll see what Scooter has for us. Okay, so this is the real reason you want to go back to that area, and it's to sink the 3 boats. So while you're there, then you can do the fish thing. Where is it? There it is. That's what it is. The landing. That's what I was trying to think of the name of for. So we were here before to get those bottles of booze, if you'll recall earlier episodes. And now it's for fish, and but it's to sink the boats is really the main part of it. But once again, most of what you're going to see here is, in fact, going to be lower level. So we should be able to slam through this pretty fast. Although you do go to some areas that you probably wouldn't have seen doing the booze one, because it requires us to get to the 3 boats, so we have to go kind of far. There are a lot of weapons to pick up, but I highly doubt it's going to be any weapons that you're going to want to actually use. It should just be a bunch of lower level weapons that you can sell for small amounts of money, which I guess add up. But for the most part, these quests are more of a pain and a hindrance than they are a help to anybody or anything. See? Fish. Oh! Well, I got a challenge completed at least. Melt, you little weirdo, melt. Who is shooting me? Why? Why are you shooting me, sir? Oh. See, it's just like, it makes you kind of just be like that, like with this whole level. Like, it makes you just be like, whatever. Like, you just have this, like, attitude about it. Like, it's beneath you. Because everybody here is so ridiculous. So it's like, all I'm really concerned about is the quest items. And, like, people are shooting at me and stuff. And I'm just like, whatever. I gotta pick up these fish. And the boats aren't too challenging to sink either. They have explosives, like tanks for like fuel or whatever on them. So as long as you hit that, it'll go right down. If you're trying to just like actually hit the boat itself, like, because at first I didn't notice them, so I was like using my launchers to try to like just hit the boat itself, and that took a good hot minute. But if you're not a weirdo, then it doesn't take long at all. The reason I'm using my launcher for this is because my grenades are transfusion grenades, which actually won't make any fish come up because it's not really like an explosion like it is with normal grenades or with the launcher. So it's a good thing I have a launcher, because the one time I came here I didn't have a launcher and I had transfusions, and I actually had to luckily one of them dropped a grenade mod that, you know, other than a transfusion, and I had to equip a like shitty grenade just to get the fish. And I was running out of grenades because, you know, you have a limited amount of those. Okay, so there's the first boat. We're gonna aim for the tank on the back. Oh. You can also, there it goes. You can kill the guy on the front of it without actually sinking the boat itself, but it's not necessary. Not necessary. Here's some of the things I was talking about earlier. Ooh la la. No. Okay, so that's one down, 2 to go. Whoa, almost fell in the gross water. And fish. Don't forget about blowing up fish, because we don't have all of them yet. There's plenty of them, though. You don't have to hit all the spots to get all the fish. They're, like, all over the place. Who else? Who else? Damn thing's getting in the way. What the hell? Who's behind me? Where are you coming from? Ooh, there's a badass. Not that it makes a difference or does anything, but, you know, there he is. I guess he dropped some more useless stuff. He's got that going for him. Okay, so let's get up there. There's a weapon cache. Not that it's particularly good or useful, but it's there. Hello. How did that not hit you? You were like standing right next to it. Nope. 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 It's really just like, you know, wrapping up loose ends, and, you know, if you're a perfectionist like me and you want to do all the quests, otherwise you would definitely skip these. Well, you would skip some of them. Some of them you pretty much have to do because it's like the only quests you have, but... Anything else? I hear a midget. Where's this midget? I keep hearing it like it's behind me. That's that. Now, at this point, I could turn away. I think there's like a midget stuck somewhere that's trying to get to me or something. Because he's definitely behind me at this point. But yeah, if you go over here, these open up. Gives you some more guys to kill. And there is another weapons cache over here. So I guess if you really like maxing out your monies, you can come up with an excuse to come over here. Okay. It's actually not a bad sniper rifle. If it was faster, it would be better. but being that it's so incredibly caustic. What is attacking me right now? What the hell? I just saw a hatchet go flying. There must be a midget somewhere or a psycho. Someone's throwing things at me. Oh, there he is. He's up on the roof. I knew I heard him behind me at that once I got past there. Little weirdo. Alright, so we got one more ship, which is over here and to the right. And then we will be able to get the rest of the fishies on our way out. They'll kind of, you'll see them as we're going out. So they just kind of happen by default, just based on where we're going. You'll run into them, more or less. I don't even waste my time anymore, like, opening all of these things. But if they're, like, right in my face, like, I kind of can't help it. Because they're, like, right there. Fish. Okay, so we just need one more fish spot. And we'll be good on fish. Yeah, you can have that. I'll talk to you later. Kill the guys that I ran past real quick, just so there's no one behind me shooting me. Okay. Might as well reload. How am I doing on inventory? Ooh, it's starting to get a little full. And that's that. And you notice I only get 2 experience points for killing that thing. Like, yeah. Alright, so we can make our way out. I'm going to go this way, though, to get our last fishy. Like a show. And that's it. And as far as memory serves, we should never again have to come back here. So there's a bunch of dudes on our way to get out of here, but more or less, I honestly don't. You don't have to kill all of them. You can kind of just shoot them like on your way out, and like leave some of them, especially if you're not interested in picking up whatever it is that they have to offer. I always thought about doing a speed run for Borderlands where I didn't do the side quests and stuff like that, and I just did what was necessary. Because, like, if right there, like, if I didn't stop to pick that up, like, shaves a couple seconds. And you could do that a lot. Like, you don't have to stop at a lot of the times when you stop. Like, I just probably ran by, like, 3 or 4 guys. And they'll only chase you so far. So, you know, it's kind of just like, well, whatever then.
All right, we got guns over here.
Okay, we got guns over here is right. And they are useless. Still chasing me? Yeah. See? Whatever. Psychos will chase you for a while. But, like, just regular gun-toting dudes, they won't chase you, like, nearly as long. Okay, so the turn-ins for these are going to be in New Haven. So we'll turn these in, and then we'll see where that gets us. But we are nearing the end, in case you haven't noticed. Like, we're kind of, like, wrapping up some loose ends and stuff, and then we're going to be set up for success for, yeah, the last bit of actual story that's going to bring us to the end. And there's not a lot of side quests towards the end. There's one more area that we have to get to before, like, the final area. And there are a few side quests for there. And it's actually a pretty big zone, so it will take up some of your time. But what kind of launcher you got for me? It's not bad. It's pretty much on par with what I already have, though. But we leveled up. See, now that we got that done, we can report to Helena, and that's going to give us a story quest. So that's what we were doing that for. Let's go ahead and sell off all our crap. I just sold my Uridian weapon. It was kind of by accident, but at the same time, I'm kind of over it already. I was trying to use it for a little bit just to see if I could raise the proficiency for it, but it's really not a good weapon. Uridian weapons rarely are, so might as well just sell it. I am still holding on to that sniper rifle, though. Haven't brought myself to getting rid of that yet. It rises. Oh, this is the one. I'm gonna shoot this just so you can see it, and then I'll sell it. It's kind of hard to tell without... Well, you can kind of see the fire. That it's basically supposed to be like a larger than normal like explosion is what it's packing. It's actually pretty strong too, though. What is it? 404 as opposed to 357. It's just that this one's a ×3. It gets that spiral effect. What's the... So this is the sniper rifle you use now for the Motherland. Yeah, I think I've used it enough to decide that I can get rid of the volcano. Although the volcano is really cool, but... So we'll get rid of both of these. Go see what our story quest is, and that'll set us up for what's next. Yeah, I hear them. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, bullet resistance? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's either bullet resistance or more ammo regen, but that's only near your Scorpio tower, or better shield recharge. But I think bullet resistance is probably the way to go. Kind of starts to give you some tank characteristics because you know you got more health now. You can get more shield regen later and bullet resistance. All right. Let's see. Where does she want me to go for this? Taylor Cobb killed. Taylor Cobb is in the west, isn't he? Is he in the west or the east? I don't know. Let's go to Roscommon's West. I'm just gonna find out where this is on the map to properly tie things together here, because it's the only damn quest we have now. We gotta kill Taylor Cobb. I'm pretty sure. I think he's in the west, but what the hell do I know? He was giving us quests for a minute. No, he's in the east. Okay, so go to the middle of nowhere. It's probably the closest place. So for the next episode, I will do this story quest, which gives you another story quest. And I think in the next episode, we should get the one particular story quest that allows you to open up the secret area with the gearbox weapon, which I've pointed out in a TGN video that I made earlier, but it doesn't hurt to point it out again in this playthrough. So okay, guy. So yeah, join me next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Laters.